This knack for being infuriating, their shared past. Ivanovich uses all of that really effectively.
Derive the plot. Welcome to the deep dive. Really glad you could join us today. We're getting into something that feels like, well, a blend of mystery, adventure, maybe even a bit of rom-com. We're talking about The Recovery Agent, Gabriela Rose's Treasure Hunt by Janet Evanovich. It's the start of a whole new series, and it promises quite a ride. Fast-paced, witty, definitely a unique treasure hunt.
Yeah, and right off the bat, you get Gabriela Rose's job title, which is interesting. She's a recovery agent.
Recovery agent. Okay, what does that actually mean in this context?
Well, the book paints it as this unique blend. She's part private investigator, part bounty hunter, but also like an adventurer you hire.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just about finding treasure for the sake of it. It's about, recovering what's lost. It sets a different kind of tone, I think.
And that tone gets very personal very quickly, doesn't it? Her first big mission here isn't some random job.
No, not at all.
It hits close to home, like really close. Her family's home, their whole livelihood back in South Carolina.
Yeah.
It's basically wiped out by a hurricane.
Exactly. So the stakes are immediately sky high and deeply personal. It's not about abstract riches initially, it's about survival for her family.
Right.
And the only way out, the only path she sees to save everything is, well, it's pretty out there. She has to find the legendary treasure of the Seal of Solomon.
The Seal of Solomon. Wow, okay.
Yep. It's supposedly worth millions. And the catch, it's hidden somewhere deep in the Peruvian jungle, and her only clue is basically an old family legend.
So it connects back to her roots, too, even as it sends her across the globe.
Precisely. It starts as this desperate need to save her family, but it instantly broadens into this massive quest tied to her own heritage.
And then Ivanovich throws in another complication, or maybe an accelerant. Gabriela has to team up with Rafer, her ex-husband.
Oh, yeah, Rafer.
And he sounds like a handful. The book describes him as, charming but infuriating?
That's putting it mildly, I think. Their dynamic is key. Constant banter, that unresolved chemistry. And apparently, they have a real talent for finding trouble together.
So you've got the treasure hunt, the danger, and this chaotic personal history simmering underneath. It definitely adds layers. So today, that's what we're going to unpack. How Ivanovich builds this sort of fresh take on adventure. We'll look at the whole recovery agent idea, Gabriela and Rafer's complicated relationship, and just what makes the mix work. Get ready for, a chase. Exotic places, danger, secrets, ancient traps, plus ruthless rivals, and of course Rafer. All while Gabriela is racing against time to find this treasure.
Thinking more about that recovery agent role, it's interesting how it shifts things from, say, a classic Indiana Jones type.
How so?
Well, Indy is often driven by discovery, maybe protecting artifacts, but Gabriela's core mission is restoration, recovering what was lost.
Right, bringing something back.
Yeah, and that lets Ivanovich play with ideas about value that aren't just, monetary. It's about family, heritage, the emotional weight of losing things. It kind of tweaks the standard treasure hunt formula.
That makes sense. It anchors the big, wild adventure in something really human, saving your family's home. You can connect with that. And speaking of human elements, Rafer, you mentioned their dynamic. He's not just like the love interest, is he? He sounds more like a classic foil.
Oh, absolutely a foil. He's charming, yes, but his knack for being infuriating, their shared past. Ivanovich uses all of that really effectively.
Derive the plot, you mean?
Yeah, and to develop Gabriela. That friction between them, it's not just for laughs, though there are plenty of those.
Okay.
It actually reveals things about both of them, how they handle pressure, their strengths, their weaknesses, sometimes their arguments even, like accidentally uncover a clue or push the story forward in an unexpected way.
Ah, so the relationship messiness is actually part of the adventure engine.
Totally. It shows how those character dynamics can really crank up the tension and the pace, maybe more than in just a straight action story. It gives it that distinctive Ivanovich feel.
Which brings us to that comparison people make. You hear it described as less a typical mystery and more like Indiana Jones meets Romancing the Stone.
That comparison feels pretty spot on, actually.
Why do you think that works so well? What is Ivanovich doing with the writing itself, the voice or the pacing, that lets her blend action, humor, and romance like that?
Well, a big part of it is her narrative style. It's very punchy. The dialogue snaps, the scenes change quickly. It keeps you moving at a relentless pace.
Right, high energy.
Exactly. And she doesn't just put a funny scene next to an action scene, she weaves them together. So you might be in the middle of escaping some ancient booby trap. And there's still that spark of romantic tension or a sarcastic comment between Gabriela and Rafer right in the thick of it.
So the laughs and the thrills aren't separate tracks, they're happening at the same time.
Precisely.
Yeah.
The emotional stakes and the physical danger feed off each other. It makes the whole thing feel really integrated and honestly just more fun to read. So looking back at our whole deep dive here, The Recovery Agent really does carve out its own space, doesn't it? It manages that blend of humor, romance, action. It's quite energetic.
Absolutely. It feels distinct right from the start. A very refreshing way to kick off an adventure series, I think.
And it's definitely setting up for more. You get the sense this isn't just a one-off adventure. It clearly establishes Gabriela Rose and promises, more escapades to come, more chances to see this mix of personal stakes, relationships, and global hunting play out.
So, something for you to think about after this deep dive. How does having such a personal reason for the hunt like Gabriela needing to save her family home change the feel of a treasure quest? Does it make it more than just about finding gold? And tied to that, what role do these messy, complicated relationships, like the one between Gabriela and Rafer, play? Do they just add drama, or do they actually make the danger, the adventure itself, feel richer or maybe even more intense? Lots to chew on there.
Grab The Recovery Agent by Janet Evanovich, now on sale for $11.95. Don't miss this chance to build good habit and achieve remarkable results. Buy now, today.
Like and subscribe for more Bookhaven podcasts.